After a hard fight and me finally accepting the help that my mother was offering, that I refused for so long, I was diagnosed with severe depression. And that's how everything fell into place. That's when I started to understand why I was acting the way I was acting, why I was feeling the way I was feeling, and why things were just not going the way that I thought that it should go, because I had something that I needed to deal with that I was avoiding or that I was running away from.
Have you ever had any thoughts of suicide?
Yes.
Do you often feel extremely tired without apparent reason?
Yes.
Do you lack self-esteem or confidence and doubt about yourself?
Yes.
Do you feel worthless?
Yes.
Do you suffer from quick mood swings?
Yes.
Do you have a hard time sleeping at night?
Yes.
Do you feel like life is worth living?
No. I started to look back at how my behavior pattern has changed. The love I once had for singing, doing things that I enjoyed doing before, it just went away like nothing. I looked back at how I would watch myself in the mirror and say, I'm not beautiful enough. I wish I looked like someone else. I looked at how I would make alcohol and weed my best friend and allow it to get the best of me. I allowed it to be my priority. I was put on pills to help with my depression. At first, I was like, okay, this is not going to work, Mom. You're wasting your money. Don't do that. These people just love to give you these medications and say it's going to help, and it's not going to help. So don't waste your money. Let me just save you the trouble and don't purchase it because it's not going to work. But it actually did. It actually did. Like, it actually worked for me. And I started to sleep more. I started to, I was a little calmer. Like, you couldn't get me to, like, you couldn't get the, it was hard to get me out of my character. It was hard to make me feel the way I was feeling before, because the pills were really working. I was starting to feel better. I was moving around. I was cleaning my room. I started to do the things that I love. I started to just be myself, and I finally found myself at that point, because then I realized that I don't need to look like anyone else. I'm beautiful just the way I am. I may not have the biggest booty or the sexiest shape. I may not be slim and trim, but at the end of the day, I am beautiful, and I love the skin that I'm in. I love the person that I am, and I love what I see. And I'm sure that you guys can see it too, right? But I'm actually in love with myself, and I do have days when I still have to take the time off to remember that, because sometimes I do forget who I really am. But for the most part, I'm loving myself even more, and it's just a good feeling when you can be able to love yourself for who you are and not to think of other people. One thing social media can really trick people into feeling like, oh, I have to look like these people. And the truth is, I was talking to one of my friends and I was telling her, like, the truth is, these people on Instagram that we see, if you notice what people are going for now, or what is the trend, is people who have fake butts, fake breasts, lip fills. Like, they're changing their bodies to love themselves. And we are here wanting to be like them after they've changed themselves. And I don't feel like I have to look on anyone to say that, okay, I want to be like her, because that's not who I want to be. I want to be natural. I want to be me. And I want to accept myself for who I am. And that's the same thing with my partner. Whosoever I'm with have to accept me for who I am and not for anything else but just who I am. My relationship with my parents started to get very, very open. I started to share things that I wouldn't have shared with them, not in a million years. And I started to understand that this is their calling and they're only doing their job. So I cannot really take it away from them because that's just what they were called to do, and they're just carrying out the work that they need. So, um, to save souls, to they're just doing what they gotta do. And as I said, I started to understand that it's not that they don't love me. It's not that they don't want to spend time with me. It's just that they have to do what they gotta do. And I started to appreciate the little time that they had to spend with me more rather than to complain about it. And as I said before, I'm a very loving and caring person. So I started to be more active in church and so forth. And I started to meet new people. And I was actually I don't want to say a motivator, but I would have people, because people, for some reason, people always draw to me when it comes down to like sharing certain things about themselves, and if they're going through anything, they will always come to me and share their stories with me, and then I will just try to be there for them as much as I possibly can. And I realized that a lot of younger people would come to me and I would just try to give them advice. Some people are pastors' children, just as myself. Some are just random people, just, we meet and, they just feel like to share their stories with me. And I try my best to encourage them in the best way that I can. And that's something that I feel like I want to continue doing. I want to continue to motivate others and encourage others because this is something that I really and truly love to do. And I think that that's one of my callings too. I just need to like sit back, relax, and let God speak to me and let Him tell me, like, listen, this is what you have to do, or this is what I want for you to do. But for now, I'm not going to rush the gun. I'm just taking it one step at a time. God is doing so much in my life, and He's just slowly turning things around for me. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. I am grateful for where I am today. I am grateful for the woman that I'm becoming. I am grateful for the new people that I'm meeting. I'm grateful for you guys who watches my videos. I'm grateful for people who are still in my life up to this point and that really and truly care for me. I'm just grateful for everyone that's around me, my family, my friends, my associates. I'm just grateful for everyone, and I don't take these things for granted because life is very, very short, and I just don't take these things for granted anymore. As I said in my previous video, depression doesn't go away. It's always going to be there. But it's up to me or you, the individual, to not allow it to get the best of you. If you allow depression to get the best of you, it's going to take over. But if you're feeling depressed this moment, it's okay to cry. It's okay to let it out. But don't drown yourself in whatever you're feeling. Instead, try to take yourself out of it. I know sometimes it's not easy because we all go through different stages of depression. But if you can, try to do something to take your mind off of it, just so that you don't think about whatever is bothering you much. If you can, find a friend that you could go out with. Find a friend that you could just have a lunch with, a lunch date, a little walk to the park. Just find someone that is going to be there, just so that you don't have to drown yourself in whatever you're feeling. So now I know not to allow depression to get the best of me, and I want you to do the same. Do not allow depression to get the best of you. I won't allow it to get the best of me, not this time.